Alright then, let's open the first booster display. I'll be going with the left column first, and then going with middle and then right column.
Top down?
Top down, indeed. So let's see what we get in the first booster.
Hold on, let me zoom in. You can thank me for the shady camera work, yes.
Indeed. So, Smite. Destroy target blocked creature. It's an instant, a white one. Don't see how that would be... I guess it could be nice, but if it's blocked, it will already not be attacking the opponent. So, oh...
Maybe it's an Ebru creature though, and it's 1 mana, so...
True. Could be good in some occasions, it's only 1 mana. Crocanura. 2 mana and 1 green. With reach and evolve, which means that when a stronger creature in either power or toughness gets under your control, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So I guess it has low attack, so it will be able to get some +1 counters. Good defender, but a bit costly with 3 mana. Then we have a Hydroform, green-blue. It's an instant. Target land becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with flying until end of turn. Still a land.
I expect great things from this, personally.
How so?
Well, I see this as an awesome surprise defender.
Could be good, I guess, but 2 mana, not sure if it's worth it, since your land might get destroyed. But with flying, you could potentially kill someone off. Sky Knight Legionnaire. 1 mana, red mana, and white mana. With flying and haste. It's a 2/2 human knight.
Flavor text?
Millennium Platform. Once a monument to peace was quickly seized by the Sky Knights for its strategic aerial location. Ah, because they're Sky Knights, I see.
Uh-huh.
Could be good with haste and flying, but... Also Gilgage. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it can give you either 1 white or 1 black mana. Pretty sweet, I'd say. Adaptive Snapjaw. 4 mana and then 1 green mana with Evolve, as we mentioned before. It's a 6/2 Lizard Beast.
Lizard Beast?
Indeed. 6/2, that means you can put in some nice toughness creature, and for 5 mana you can potentially get a very strong creature.
They only compare the toughness, not the power.
You can choose power or toughness.
Ooh!
So it could
Sweet.
be very, very powerful. Corp.
Pretty late game though, yeah.
1 mana and red mana. It's got Battalion, which means whenever Bomber Corpse and at least 2 other creatures attack, Bomber Corpse deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Not sure about that. I guess it's only 2 mana and can deal 1 damage, so it could be pretty nice in a burn deck or something. But...
it's average Joe, kind of.
Yeah, other comments. Midnight Recovery. 3 mana and 1 black mana. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And then it's also got Cipher, which means that you can exile the spell and encode it onto a creature, and whenever that creature deals no combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. So you can keep on doing this as long as the encoded creature deals combat damage.
And FYI also, we're not going to go through all the comments, we're just going to do that for like 3 or 4 boosters, and then we're just going to skip to the rares, and yeah.
Indeed, so...
Don't worry.
If it's a bit slow.
We figured it's a new set, so people might be interested in the comments as well, for a while.
Last Thoughts, 3 mana and 1 blue mana. Draw a card, and then you can cipher this and put it onto another creature. So, could be nice, but a bit costly, I'd say. Dimmer Gilgate, enters battlefield tap card, blue and black mana. Nice, 2 Gilgates in 1 booster.
Other comments, but still, pretty sweet.
Ripscale Predator, 4 mana and 2 red mana. Ripscale Predator can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. It's a 6/5.
Not flying though.
Not flying, so not really that great.
Pretty shitty, I'd say.
Yeah. Simic Charm, green and blue. I love these charms since they have 3 effects and you get to choose whichever, so they are very, very versatile. So in this case, you choose 1, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. or permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn, or return target creature to its owner hand.
And read that very carefully. Permanents you control. Permanents.
Yeah,
Permanents.
so potentially it's like a counter spell.
For 2 mana.
Which can be very nice.
Instant. Oh.
Damn, that's pretty good. Anyway, Crown Ceratok, 3 and 1 green. It's got trample, and each creature you control with a +1 counter has trample.
Ah, I could see some use for this, definitely.
Definitely going into my Golgari deck. Frontline Medic, 2 mana and 1 white. Battalion, whenever Frontline Medic and at least 2 other creatures attack, creatures you control are indestructible this turn. Damn. Then you can sacrifice it and counter target spell with X in its mana cost unless its controller pays 3.
So some extra random stuff that might be useful, but the main effect was pretty sweet actually.
So a 3/3 for 3 mana is still pretty decent, and then those 2 effects, that's pretty nice. And then a forest and...
A promo card! Shit! What do we do now?
Indeed. So that was booster number 1. And then let's keep on going.
That was left column top, just a reminder.
Indeed.
So let's do 2 more boosters with commons and then just blast through the uncommons for 2 more and then just rares.
Yeah.
And mythics. Because there will be mythics.
So if in case you're impatient just want to see the rares, I guess skip forward a few minutes.
Maybe we'll put in one of those square-y things for that. I don't know. We're lazy, so probably not. But for you guys.
Okay, so Tin Street Market. 4 mana and 1 red. Enchant land. Enchanted land has tap for and discard a card for drawing a card.
Way too expensive.
Way too expensive, and you still don't get a card advantage, so pretty crappy. Dutiful Thrall, 1 white mana. Black to regenerate it. Could be good in a black and white deck.
Decent.
It's a white 1/1 Thrall creature.
All 1/1s with extra effects are decent.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Here's another one, or 0/1 actually. Blue mana, it's a Cloudfin Raptor.
Ah, with the wolf. Oh.
Flying and evolve, so this one could potentially be a game changer, I'd say. I mean, since we would keep on getting stronger and stronger, it's got flying for 1 mana. Pretty sweet. Predator's Report. 2 mana and 1 green mana. Choose target creature you control, you gain life equal to that creature's power plus its toughness. Way too expensive for a healing card, but you could potentially get some life, I guess.
And also our sentiment with healing cards is what? Meh.
Yeah, unless they do something else. Primal Visitation. 3 mana, red and green mana. Enchant creature, it gets +3/+3 and haste.
Flavor text.
Gruul Shamans believe all sentient beings have the soul of savagery inside them. An animal form, clawing to escape. I guess it could be, not sure, a bit too costly for +3/+3.
Yeah.
Death Cult Rogue. 1 mana and then blue-black, which can be paid by either. Death Cult Rogue can't be blocked except by rogues.
Which is very specific and probably going to be pretty annoying.
So basically it's almost an unblockable.
Semi-unblockable, yeah.
2/2 for 3, could be nice. Martial Glory. Red and white, instant. Target creature either gets +3...
No.
Target creature gets +3, and then another target creature, which could be the same, gets +3 toughness. So +3 strength and +3 toughness.
Yep.
Could be pretty sweet, actually.
For how much? 3 or 2?
2. Red and white.
Oh, nice.
Shamble Shark. Green and blue. It's got flash, you can play it whenever time. And it's got evolve. And it's a
2/1 for 2. I'd say that's decent.
Pretty nice.
Especially the flash.
Well, I guess a surprise blocker can be nice.
Yeah.
Act of Treason.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, I remember that one. 2 mana and 1 red. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn.
Instead of evil, angry-looking angel, we have some sort of dude waving around, or what?
He's a really fat dude with some
Scars and
charms
stuff.
on his belly.
Dynamite charges, maybe.
Each day, uncertainty and rumors spread, and each night, attendance at the jury review increases. I don't know.
I don't know. Epic text.
Yes. Balustrade Spy. 3 mana and 1 black mana. It's a 2/3 vampire rogue with flying. And when it enters the battlefield, target player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a land card, then puts those cards into his graveyard.
I'd say that's pretty decent.
Could definitely be
Could
good
see some play.
Yeah. In like a mill deck.
I was thinking more like a graveyard juggling.
Oh yeah, target player can do it on yourself.
Yeah.
Blue-black, Dimmer Charm. Choose one. Counter target sorcery spell, or destroy target creature with power 2 or less, or look at the top 3 cards of target player's library, then put one back and the rest in the player's graveyard.
Pretty decent.
Pretty decent. 3 mana and red mana, sorcery. Target creature an opponent controls blocks this turn if able. Untap that creature. Other creatures that player controls can't block this turn.
Ooh, I missed that part.
That could
For
actually
how
be
much?
pretty sweet.
4, 3?
4. 3 and 1 red. Bit expensive, but could definitely see some play. Dinner Kill Room, 3 generic mana. Add blue or black to your mana pool. And blue-black, Dimmer Key Room becomes a 2/2 blue and black horror artifact with unblockable. Guess it could be.
And
nice,
here's the deal. Since it's an artifact, while it's a creature, you might want to seize the opportunity to cipher something onto it, because it's harder to kill artifacts usually than creatures. So, and unblockable.
Indeed. And then we have our rare here, Gyre Sage. 1 mana and green mana with Evolve. And you get to tap it to add 1 green mana pool for each +1 counter on it.
Nice, increasing savagery. No, maybe not.
A little bit. Dang, that could be really a lot of mana. And an island and one of those promo cards. Okay then. Let's
One
keep
more
on going with
common
commons and then uncommons with your shuffle.
Is this yours or mine?
That'll be yours.
Oh.
I'm sorry if I don't take that much care about the booster packs. I do just throw them away. Not in the wrappers. Here we go. A Frilled Oculus. 1 mana and blue mana. It's a 1/3 homunculus. And for 1 mana and green mana, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. But you can only do it once per turn.
So pretty meh.
Pretty meh, yeah. Shadow Slice, 4 mana and 1 black mana. Target opponent loses 3 life.
I love this.
Oh, and you can cipher
You can
it.
cipher it.
So 3 life every time you hit someone.
I'd say if this was 4 mana, I would be like, oh my god! But it's 5, so it's still good. I'd say. That's my expert advice.
Yes, the expert advice. 2 mana and 1 green mana. It's a beast, 3/2 creature. With Blood Rush, you can pay a green and discard it to make target attacking creature get +3/+2 until end of turn.
Basically, Rush works that way that if you Blood Rush something and discard it, target something gets that power, toughness, and if it has vigilance, haste, those stuff as well. So, yeah.
So pretty good surprise card, I guess.
Yeah.
Dutiful Thrall, we already have
Again,
that one.
yeah.
And that's called Rogue. The one can only be blocked by rogues.
Hydroform again.
Hydroform.
Ruination Worm.
Ruination Worm. 4 mana, red and green. Ascend 6 with only flavor text.
Yes.
When the Architects of Ravnica claim a structure will stand against a worm, they never mention for how long.
Pretty decent flavor text, but pretty shitty card.
1 mana and a red-white mana, so you can pay either, to exile target artifact. It's an instant.
As an instant? That's good.
Could be good if you're facing a lot of artifacts.
Madcap skills.
1 and red mana. It's an enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +3 strength, 0 toughness, and can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures.
Pretty sweet.
For only 2 mana. Ivy Lane Denizen. 3 mana and 1
I haven't
green
seen
mana.
this before.
Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, Put a +1 counter on target creature.
But it's 4 cost, so.
But it's a 2/3, so I'd say could work in a counter deck.
Maybe.
1 black mana enchantment. Creature tokens get -1/-1. So fuck you, creature token decks.
Aha! For 1 mana. Shit. That's a pretty sweet, actually.
That's a pretty sweet.
Orso Charm.
Orso Charm.
That's your colors.
Indeed. Choose 1. Return target creature you control and all arrows you control attached to it to their owner's hand. Or destroy target creature and you lose life equal to its toughness. Or return target creature card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Definitely one of the weaker charms, I'd say. Very, very, very specific effects. Vyashino Shanktail, 3 mana and red mana. It's a 3/1 creature with first strike and Blood Rush, so that if you do it with 2 mana and red mana, target creature gets +3/1 and first strike.
Could we back up to the charm you just put there? Because one of the options is and all auras attached to that creature, so that could be an imperative save if you're running a heavy, enchantment heavy creature, if you're like in a Johnny deck or something like that.
And then you're about to
So
lose the
instead of-
creature, so you get it back.
And like
to-
12 enchantments, but you get them all back, and hopefully you'll get to save most of them.
Still a very specific one, whereas the other ones
Yeah,
can...
it's more of a sideboard / specific deck build thing.
And then we go to Mind Grind, the rare of this card.
The rare of this card.
the rare of this booster. Black, blue, X, sorcery. Each opponent reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals X land cards. Then puts all cards revealed this way into his or her graveyard. X can't be 0.
I think this is pretty decent for
Pretty
multiplayer.
damn sweet.
I'm
Especially if you're trying to deck out people.
Yeah, or tome people. But you rarely get away with that, so.
And a red one soldier token. So, let's speed things up a little.
A red-white soldier token, that's interesting.
Indeed. Let's skip the commons from now and
Head for
simply
the
go
uncommons.
for the uncommons.
Unless the top one is a new one, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, let's just skip these. They were pretty decent in this, I'd say, but not awesome as usual. I mean, let's see.
Some lizard dude.
A Leviathan, Nimbus Swimmer, blue, green X. It's got flying and it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counter.
This is a really nice card. I like these
Also,
at least because you have a flyer that you can decide basically how early you want it out and how strong you want it to be.
could be nice, but
I enjoy that.
it already costs 2 base mana, so I think it's a bit costly, but it got flying, so could be nice. Skullcrack, 1 mana and then 1 red mana. It's an instant. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Skullcrack deals 3 damage to target player. That's a
lot of
pretty
effects
damn
for 2
good-
mana, yeah.
Yeah, definitely going into my burn deck. It's pretty sweet. Fortress Cyclops, that sounds pretty cool. 3 mana, red mana and white mana. It's a Cyclops soldier. And whenever it attacks, it gains +3 attack until end of turn. And whenever it blocks, it gets +3 toughness. So, and it's a 3/3 in base. But I don't know, a bit... You'd want it to have a bit more power and toughness in the group in the beginning.
Ooh!
A glaring spotlight. Creatures your opponent control with hexproof can be the targets of spells and abilities you control, as though they didn't have hexproof. And 3 mana and sacrifice this card. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn and are unblockable. That's a pretty sweet 1 mana card.
And look at the costs together with everything. 1 mana, they can't have hexproof. 3 mana, you win.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good card.
So all in all, this expansion seemed to have a lot of new outside of standard me wants fetch cards, kind of.
So far, I'm not disappointed in this booster set.
Yeah, they haven't seen the other one, so yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, commons. Okay, so Hinder Vines. 2 mana and 1 green mana. It's an instant, which prevent all damage, combat damage that will be dealt to its current by creatures with no +1/+1 counters on them.
Ah, so it's an evolved deck thing. Probably.
Yeah, a bit too costly. I mean,
How much was it?
3 mana.
Hmm.
I mean, there's the white one, Safe Passage, or a Fog. I don't see why anyone would want to use this one. But I guess, oh well. Might see some players.
Well, if you're playing in mono green, it's hard to use Safe Passage, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Okay, so Herbis Protector. 4 mana and 2 white.
Epic
Human
picture.
Cleric. When Herbis Protector enters the battlefield, put a 4/4 white angel creature token with fly. So you get a 4/4 flying and a 1/1.
Maybe you have some sort of angel proc. Not sure if there are any, but yeah.
White of the Precinct 6. It's a 1 and black mana zombie. 1/1. And it gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your opponent's graveyards. Read that, opponent's graveyards, meaning if you play multiplayer, it could potentially be a really sick creature.
Yeah, for 2 mana.
2 mana. And it starts as a 1/1 if you just really want a blocker. So that's a pretty solid card, I'd say.
What is this?
High Priest of Penance, white and black. Whenever High Priest of Penance is dealt damage, you may destroy target non-land permanent for 2 mana. It's a 1/1.
You flashback and increasing savagery on that ASAP. Oh, it's a black-white, so no you don't, but
That's a pretty sweet. Like, you can use it as a blocker, just haha, now I get to destroy whatever you have.
But it's every instance of damage, so.
Yeah.
Not every single point of damage, but still. So, I take away your soon-to-be ultimate ability Planeswalker. Bye.
Yeah, so it can be potentially very dangerous. Smite.
Ah,
Is that
it's
a
back.
reprint?
Yeah, I think so. I recognize that name. Not the artwork though.
Elusive Crassus. It's unblockable with Evolve. It starts as a 0/4, and it costs one generic, 1 green and 1 blue mana. You can totally see this card being pretty good since it's got Evolve.
And unblockable.
And unblockable, that's the main part. So, pretty solid.
And it can block itself, so yeah.
Thrall Parasite. Extort. And this is a pretty sweet effect. It means that whenever you cast a spell, you may pay 1 black or 1 white. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain that much life. So really good in multiplayer decks, and a pretty solid deck to build around. And then you can tap it and pay 2 life to remove a counter from target non-land permanent.
Yes, please. Bye-bye Planeswalker, bye-bye Filibusters, bye-bye Mind Downbound.
Be nice, but it's only 1 counter though, so...
That could make all the difference in the world.
It only costs
2
1 mana,
life, so...
Cartel at Aristocrat, white and black. It's a 2/2 human advisor. Sacrifice another creature. Cartel at Aristocrat gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn.
Nah. Someone is probably going to find some awesome combo with that. No, I don't think so, but yeah.
Merciless Eviction. 4 white and black. Choose one. Exile all artifacts, or exile all creatures, or exile all enchantments, or exile all planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers. So multiplayer.
That's pretty damn sweet, I'd say.
I'd say this is most efficient in multiplayer, obviously, but
yeah. Or if you happen to meet a very annoying enchantment, what's that?
neighbors.
Foil Forest.
And a forest. Yay.
Double forest all the way.
Yeah. Sounds like a Wookiee almost.
Kind of. I just have a little break here, and let's make this into one episode anyway.